Hello everybody, and welcome to the first video in the series that we are going to make called Siege the Day. In this video we talk about tips, tricks, strategies for each room on the Rainbow Six Siege map border. The three people that are in this video are me, myself, and my friend just kidding. It's me, Connor, and Will. We talk about almost everything we could think of. This was kind of on the spot, you know, it's our first attempt at this. So if you have any questions or comments about it, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you're having a great day. And here we go. Look at my ping.
We need
One.
to get a bomb.
Wow. God mode.
Insertion in 10 seconds. 5 seconds before insertion. A bomb must be located and defused.
Okay. Let's see where it is. Actually, that's telling it's 50-50.
You located a bomb.
Okay, bathroom towers.
No one ever
Let's
goes
talk
here.
about this. So, I'm gonna get into the room and, like, where would you guys think is best point of entry for this?
I usually push ventilation to go into workshop,
Ventilation workshop?
but we should do what we talked about and go upstairs.
Yeah. Remember that one time? We were playing casual and we went upstairs with Sophia, but it was just over, like,
Yeah.
Too soft to shut the floor and the long.
So this part, where this is, that stuff is outside. So it's all,
Yeah.
or it's not soft, but all this is all soft. And let's say, for instance, that they reinforce the triple wall. How do you think?
Which they should.
If they're playing vertically, which I mean,
You should
it's
be on this room.
like, it's a 50-50 in our level of gameplay, so you never really know if it's going to be vertical gameplay or not. But let's say they are. Should you enter from like security
No, you should
or
go
armory
through
lockers,
armory
or
lockers and stairway.
and you're just saying from
No, from the door behind you, right there. Because you have one person
one?
push
Upstairs.
Yeah, right there, and then
Okay.
one push stairway.
which stairway? This one right here.
No, other side.
This.
No, the one into main lobby.
Oh, okay.
Because you know you can both. If you go up this balcony, you can get to both.
Yeah. So converge on them, and if they are playing up here, this is already over.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be controlling.
And you can, yeah, drone it
So-
out for.
So if you converge on them, they bitch out, they fall down here.
Then you
That's
have control.
complete control of top floor, as long as you got somebody watching entry points for the defenders.
So all 5 people go upstairs and clear it.
Well,
And
you
then
might
have-
have a Thatcher therm
Yeah, on that wall.
pressuring big wall in.
But that way you're blocking the runouts on them.
Exactly. Like, you stop, that pinches B site as a whole, because not only are they being pressured from above now, which is already enough, they've opened up the wall. So you can go for already once you have that control. And then on top of that, once you have vertical, you can plant next to window.
I'm gonna die.
You need to take a break?
No.
Are you
I
sure?
moved to
And so you could go for a default plant, like right there. You have vertical control, you have the window, and you have the wall. Sweat,
Yeah.
balls, everything. So it's like, that should be your default plant, I feel, for bathroom towers.
You take control of office, and then you
Yeah.
have Buck and Sledge destroying
Just
the
all
floor,
of this.
and the third person watching their back with air jabs
Yeah.
or tracks by Armory, and then in hallway.
Or even a jackal.
And then have-
anyone you could
Jackal's usually Banshee. I hardly
Yeah.
ever play Jackal. And then once they throw their utility, then go down to main stairs on lobby, and you can probably get some kind of kill because people are going to be rotating all over the place.
Yeah.
Good throw
Just turn that down. Pretend that never happened. So then you have complete control. Upstairs, you have your rotations locked.
You just have to watch from back.
Now let's just throw out, for example, we come up here, and they have way too strong of a hold up here, and you can't take it.
Then you can, I guess,
Where would be your next best push?
try and get in the bathroom.
So take custom/workshop.
Yeah, but the only bad part, is running past here if you're up there. I guess you could, you could just open hatch to workshop from up there.
Yeah. You could
'Cause you
push
just start-
into security
Yeah.
/ down here, or into security / ventilation, and then converge onto it from workshop. You're probably gonna have a player like right here. Usually people like to run down the wall.
Yeah.
And so you could have somebody pressure this from up here if it's not too bad. But if it is, you can just play mostly below and then just have Gridlock Nomad.
Yeah.
Put tracks on the stairs, air jabs on the balcony, and stairs down here. Maybe put like an air jab up here or something.
Yeah, and the drop down doesn't see default plans though.
No. And so then if they don't reinforce all this,
Open it up.
which it easily open all that up. But it's likely that they will, because there's 2 walls here. There's 3 walls, so 5, 6, 7, and then usually
That's open.
8, 9, 10, or 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, sometimes they have a rotate on that last one back there. That one.
Yeah.
Whatever their preferred setup is as a defensive team. So then if you do push through workshop, you're going to have your bomb carrier there, so you'll probably have another body on it. And then, would you say default planes here,
Or
or
in the shower.
in the shower?
And the
15 seconds left.
Yeah.
This
over,
one right
over
here?
the wall. Shower. Behind you.
Oh, the
10
shower.
seconds.
Oh, it's
Another toilet.
Yeah.
All the toilets.
It could be a shower.
5 seconds.
If you're wrong. Because I've seen people plant right here, and I see people plant right here.
The only scary thing,
You're out of time.
That's okay. Next time. We'll be
the
on
only
the
bad
side.
part about planting behind there is it's really hard to watch.
That's the thing. Because if they only have
You
that
know
one
exactly where
rotation
you're gonna
hole, you can watch from main lobby and from the rotational, and that's pretty much it. Unless you have some presence above.
Mhm.
But the whole point of that plant is that if you lose
Yeah.
that above control. So, it's fine. So, workshop ventilation. Above control again.
Above.
Vertical control. If they don't reinforce this wall, this needs to be taken down.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I almost always pressure this wall when you play here.
The only hard part is it's so hard if someone's holding this because it's one door you can go through.
Yeah. And I mean,
that whole
so let's say-
on the end over there.
Yeah.
I'll just give you an example of how I tend to push this. I'll spawn west vehicle entrance, come over here and pressure this wall. If somebody's hanging out in here, I always do this from again.
Yeah.
And once I've either killed the person or pushed them out, I'll usually push in, drone all of customs, make sure that I'm not immediately challenged, and then I like to open this, and that gives you like a clear-cut angle into workshop and server.
Yeah, and I think if we have a feeling they're gonna go workshop room, we should make some.
I think we should just run smokes all the
Yeah.
time now for plan. It's
But-
something that we've needed to do, but we just haven't gotten to.
Yeah, we're gonna go to smoke spots because they're always gonna have that right here.
Yeah.
So we need to take this guy out.
So-
fast.
First push we want probably security / armory.
I'd say through actually over there.
Through office?
Yeah.
Office control is
Because
pretty
when I'm
important.
sitting up here, that's my least favorite thing is to get pushed from over here.
Yeah.
Because you can't watch the whole thing.
Yeah. You would need like 2 buttons to make sure that office is completely controlled. So what we can do is pressure, triple wall, open that up, and then just
And then
flood
just go
into
through.
archives/armory lockers.
Because the good part about pushing there is they can't hide behind that railing.
Yeah, this is your safest spot pretty much.
Yeah.
Right here in this room. And if you have 1 or 2 bodies pushing from office and one on that big wall right there, even if it's just from door, like if they get away, that's a shame because that's a pressure point.
Yeah.
That's just too hard to control. And it's likely that they're going to reinforce the roof panels in this room. Even though there's vertical gameplay for defense, the roof panels should probably be reinforced.
They open that little office a lot.
Yeah.
Jump on top of those lockers and watch that first. How do you get up there?
I was so confused.
Yeah, that rookie killed me from up there really easily. So I'm not really happy about it. But once we get control of this, it's pretty painful.
Well, if you get control of
All
this, you can
workshop.
see rotation, right? The rotation holes that they make on that wall.
On bathroom or
No, go back over there.
over
The
here?
rotation of vents.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have complete free reign because this
So-
is all the room. It's
Yeah,
all-
so they always have that rotation open, so
yeah, all
you can get this open and then just,
You can put your default plant right here, or you could even,
or even put it next to
Drop the
desk.
diffuser. The diffuser has been recovered.
But if you have that vertical control and you're pressuring from down here now from like cutting or something like that, you could even put a default plant.
Yeah, right here.
You could put it right here, you could put it right here, or even if you have enough control, you could put it right here.
Mm-hmm.
That way you have an angle from the window, from above, from that door, from customs. Like
Yeah.
that's complete control. The only place that they can try and defuse is like right here. You have control from above. So what other more energies could there be? Let's say same thing. We go above, it doesn't work out. Where do we push from?
The customs pantry thing.
Over here.
Yeah.
So you're just saying like the push that I was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's a good push.
one of your most solid.
Definitely
pushes.
need a couple people though.
If you go through here and that is your like, if the top push didn't work out and you need to be down here, that's probably the whole team doing this now.
Yeah.
And you'll probably have 1 or 2 bodies go this way, one outside of the window on ventilation, and then some people going this way, pressuring this door and
Mm-hmm.
bathroom.
What would be good is to have like a Thatcher therm or something push bathroom, and then when by the time everyone else is in customs, they're already right here, and they already have this all cleared out, so you don't have to worry.
I think what you could do on this room is if you know they're gonna go this room, you could bring a Thatcher Tharm, or you could just bring a Maverick.
Yeah.
Because your main objective in this room is almost never blowing open the walls with thermal.
Yeah.
The more kind of like inconspicuous you can be with your attack here, the better. And Maverick holes always happen back here. Like I die by that. A lot, I want to say. And so if you're pressuring this and you also have a Maverick and somebody else controlling over here, that's pretty much free reign.
Yeah.
So then, instead of bringing the Thatcher Therm, you could bring a Maverick, and then you could bring both a Nomad and a Gridlock, maybe. Or a Lion Finca Jackal, or if Jackal's banned, Dokkaebi, or something like that.
Yeah, I think we need to be running Nomad.
I think Nomad or Gridlock should be brought almost every time. Unless they're not really...
Capital.
Diffuser is online and
Capital's great. I think he's easily one of the best. Well, I was trying to run for that for a while. I should probably continue to do that, but I like changing ops all the time. So. I think Capital's great. Because then even if you have view of the bomb, but you don't have view of the guy defusing, you can just throw asphyxiating hole on it.
Also, it's
Good
really
luck.
good for getting people out of.
Yeah, if somebody's hanging out in a nasty corner and you can't really peek it very well. Throw a bolt. Clear them out. ADS is not catching these, so.
Also, I think it would help. You know how Armory,
mission successful.
we're
Bomb
trying to blow
defused.
open that wall and someone runs out. just bolt it off.
Yeah, you could. You could just put an asphyxiating bolt outside or in the window or the door, wherever it is. You could also just set a claymore. That's why Nomad and Gridlock are also so good, because throw an air jab at it. You know, when they're running out, you shouldn't have anything really to worry about at that point. So that's pretty much free reign of outside, unless you can't capitalize on somebody that runs out and gets air jabbed.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
Get away somehow, which happens at our level, I would say about 50% of the time. Somebody gets air jabbed and then they get
5 seconds. We have been eliminated.
The baby.
the baby fucking died. Perfect.
Located a bomb.
They're in Armory lockers. So I think the first thing you want to do is get control of security. And if they're doing that fuckboy defense where they have a clash outside and everybody's running out and they all
That happened.
So you could pressure. This window's almost always pressured, and the door is always pressured. But one thing we could do, rather than just converging immediately onto security, is maybe trying to pressure offices, or not offices, but office and this hallway as well.
Yeah.
And you almost always have somebody at the end of this fucking hallway, and always terrible. So you can try to control offices through triple wall. Even though that's much more straightforward, that's a lot of pressure and attention put onto it.
I want to try and rush offices.
Yeah.
4 people rush offices.
Here. Command units. Let's hear it. I want to hear your plan.
Josie on Monty.
Yeah. It's Connor Lyon, Will's Gridlock, Josie's Monty, Slappin's Finka, and I'm Magic.
I wasn't sure, but push this. Like, all 4 people rush up here, push this. People don't usually barrier reinforces, do they?
No.
At our level of
Lockers.
play,
See,
They
so,
do those walls over there.
so enter here, have Josie pushing with Monty, Finka right behind him, maybe someone else, pushing and clearing, and then Will behind Finka and Monty as Gridlock or Nomad.
puts tracks here,
And yeah.
stairs.
Puts tracks right here, puts tracks back here,
Yeah.
right in this area,
Stairs.
and then try and like cover, maybe get like a pick or 2, and then at the same time Monty's right here pushing through, Finka's coming through, and then
That's my drone.
and then try and make this right here, even if they don't reinforce this, blow that, and then try and plant right here. And then at the same time, while everyone's pushing that way, I'll spawn east vehicle and kind of make an appearance and just but I'll spawn west and immediately just start like shooting shit. So like, alright, they're like pushing normal and they're gathered over here, and then just immediately I won't even rappel up, I'll fall off that. Come over here on bus, and by now you guys are probably entering offices. Maybe shoot that up, make them stay over in that corner, and then come over here and put pressure on this window while you guys are pushing through offices right into that doorway. And then there's going to be explosions and shit in office, so they're going to be over there looking. Maybe I'll catch a rotation from somebody out of Armory rotating into here and try and hold this door. in time for you guys to get there and plan.
So you want a crazy fuck, like, fake out push
Yeah.
from west while there's just a rush plant coming through
Yeah.
offices and triple wall?
Yeah, everyone goes east, repels up and pushes triple wall and everything, and then just try and move quick and efficiently through offices, and then I'll spawn over there and try and like.
Yeah.
If
make
you
it
want,
work.
even. Because Fincamonte Gridlock is like an incredibly powerful trio. I could spawn Valley or with you and pressure big wall of Armory lockers, so you have to take care of a Maverick if he's just opening big wall.
Yeah, but that's where you have to clear out
That's more pressure put into server and Armory while that rush plant is still happening
yeah.
through almost.
I can't even see the camera
There.
back here.
But it's a pretty good strategy.
But, like, when people have done that to us, we were like, holy
Fall
shit,
further down.
what's going on?
It's still weird.
There was one team, I think it was last season, that did that. We were like, there was one body in here and everyone else was over here, and there was one on the other side.
Need to locate a bomb.
Oh my god, they're in customs.
Insertion in 10
Knew
seconds.
it. I just knew it. Look at
5 seconds to insertion.
See?
Oh, look at
Full
that.
ring.
Oh, look, there's.
You must locate and defuse
Yeah.
the bomb.
There you go. Do you see Vigil? Vigil and No? You see
Yeah.
them both hanging out in there.
There's playing cards.
Okay. So, they're in customs. What's the first step?
Again.
Just vertical play?
Yeah.
From where?
From, I'd say these same windows. Plants, maybe you see that. Yeah, one person pressure window and one person pressure door.
Of security?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so once you get control of this, I think it's like the other one. You have one person, like maybe a gridlock or a nomad, just watching your flanks. So like, just prep your flanks, and then they can go push out. Because like, if you go right over here, go to the wall, that leads to no, right?
That one.
Yeah. So open that up. Like, if you can open up a part or you can rotate, you can just take control of the main lobby.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's also.
That's big, yeah. If you can control main lobby and nobody does that, you almost never see some player holding angles up here. If you have control of main lobby, that's pretty huge
Yep.
from both an offense and a defensive standpoint because they always rush main lobby on this.
Yeah.
They almost always push from below, like Connor was saying earlier. So, on attack, first you get control of security, and then what? Flood
And then-
into Armory lockers, or
I think you could honestly
offense?
just start opening up.
Yeah.
So you have like maybe one or two people just opening up and trying to get hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sophia, something like that.
And then you have one person maybe meet a Monty, or not even not a Monty, at a main
You have dropped the diffuser.
lobby.
The diffuser has been recovered.
So they would spawn like
Over here, push
Valley or
straight to
whatever
main
this
lobby
is.
by the time they get there. Or even if we have a hard breach and they're opening up the wall.
Yeah, I think a Patcher Thorn on this room is really good because you can open up that outside wall that's inside of supply.
Or even not, or you could just get right here and open this up.
You could also open this.
Because once you have control of main lobby and you open this up,
That's pretty big. That's pretty substantial for the attack. So you open this, start pushing into here. Where's your default plan?
I would
Like
say
behind
right
here, or
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's all soft. So no
Yeah.
matter where you plant in here, you can have somebody watch from like directly above, or
Yeah.
have like you could even plant back there and then have somebody right here, and then you have that long angle that watches into it.
I'd say back there because you just opened this whole wall.
Yeah,
Part of this
you,
wall.
You would
You
have
can watch
hopefully
it from
thermite
outside.
used a thermite charge on this.
Yeah.
Opened it up. Maybe
Watch it
used
from
a
outside.
thermite charge on this. Opened this
And
up.
if you don't, look at, let's say we don't open that up, they're all gonna be in here.
Yeah.
And there's
the-
one door out of there that they have to rotate, and maybe like one rotation hole right there.
Yeah. If the roof is being pressured, this wall is being pressured, people are going to naturally fall off of this. If not, they're going to be sitting right here. They're going to be inside of this office, and they're going to be inside of supply.
Yeah. I think-
If you've taken care of your out of sight players.
Yeah, that's what Monty's really good for. Is
You must
whoever
repel
they're
the
playing
diffuser.
Monty has
The
to
diffuser is now secured.
tell you where people are.
Yeah.
You can't just.
And then, almost every time, if this push doesn't work or whatever, this window plant is normally successful, I would say.
Yeah.
So the chances of you just tossing smoke in here, maybe using Monty to push in, turn around, put the shield on his back, and plant. Like
Yeah, or even
that's
just
a strong
stand
pull.
there.
And unless they just, I'm pretty sure you can. I want to say you can.
I don't think you can shoot through it.
No. But
I think that's why it's really.
this
good.
plant, yeah, it's really strong.
Or what about the push into that wall that you're just trying to shoot at?
This one,
Because no one ever barricades this.
I've been starting to see that more often.
So even if we opened it up, because it's a lot shittier because you can. Because there's the door right there. You're right.
And you'll commonly have a presence here.
Yeah.
At least one attacker will usually be playing this hallway and ventilation. And a lot of the times when we play here, sometimes I'll end up in workshop, you know, not only trying to watch ventilation as a room, but even for runouts, you know. If you have a Valkyrie cam, like on this pole right here, or on a truck, because, you know, Valkyrie can just throw out fucking 3 cams over here, and then you have easy runout access on this whole wall.
Yeah.
You could have a player in here doing that on top of your defense. But we're not talking about defense, we're talking about attack right now.
No, it's our transition into defense.
Speaking of defense, but a push from the eastern customs wall, customs and supply roof, southwestern detention wall, and the window. All very viable points of
I think
pressure
the window
and injury.
and wall less than the other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
If
'cause
we
it's
can
one
do
single-
this, if we can push that customs wall, that should be our go-to.
Or even get control of bathroom tellers.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna push main lobby, you're gonna want to clear out roamers,
You
and
located a
offsite
bomb.
anchor players. Would you look at that? You can just drone it out, you know.
Yeah.
Less face checking, more droning, and once you know.
Also,
where
we need to
players
be
are-
droning our own players now.
Yeah, we need to drone each other a lot.
15 seconds remaining.
Pressure this. Take control of this.
10 seconds.
Gucci game. Whatever Connor says.
5
Shoot.
seconds.
Choo choo train.
Finger bang.
Finger bang.
Did you
Time
fit through
limit
that
reached.
hole?
Yeah, I can go through that.
The Buck's tiny boy.
Buck's great, man.
Well,
And we're getting our
big.
asses whooped.
Yeah.
Alright.
2 deaths.
Defense time. Yeah, I'm
I like
dropping
defense
a
so much
fat
more than
donut right
offense.
now.
Secure the
It's not
bomb.
banned every time.
I think we should start banning Mira. We have a fucking
Down
problem.
to 10 seconds.
I think that it's
As do everyone.
5 seconds
Yeah.
and counting.
And if they have Mira on this, we need to do nades from underneath.
yeah.
Op 4
Or
has
up.
yet to locate a bomb.
Bush offices.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk reinforcements.
You always,
10 on defense.
I think you always
So-
get this.
That's 2. Automatically, you know, you're gonna do that.
Mhm.
You could put one right here, so that's 3.
I think
if you have a
don't
mirror,
reinforce that.
if you have a mirror, that's a really strong
Yeah.
mirror spot. If you don't have a mirror, just leave it open because
They're
then
gonna-
you'll just
that's
be hurting
default plan
yourself.
right
Yeah.
there.
So let's say Mira's in play because Mira's incredibly powerful,
Mm-hmm.
and if we can use her, we should. So there's 3 walls right there.
I think
We push into office.
I think these 2 right here.
These 2 triple wall
Triple
inside
wall.
of office needs to be reinforced
Mhm.
because we need control of office.
And I don't know. I like 2 in server room. That's right.
I
I
think-
2.
We should do that less because here's my theory on this. Because the more operate that the attackers have, the better chances they have. And when you open this wall,
No, I see.
that takes
Oh.
away their, it makes their security presence more, what's the word, tentative.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it more difficult for them to operate in here because
Or we should move these 2 to the wall to the right. So hall walls.
yeah.
Not
What
this
I've-
one, but
What I've seen people do is reinforce that one and
Yeah.
this one right here. And I mean that one's like a given because that's a lot of control for the attack if they have a soft wall right there. So you can have 1, 2 right there, 3, 4 right there,
Controlled area.
5,
Leave now.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's all your reinforcements. And then from there, if Mira is brought, you have at least 1 Mira window here. You can have one right here. Or
You will be
can have
detected
one
if you remain in this
spot
area.
that I showed Connor that's right here. It was on that video that found being released, where he was like genuinely being helpful on board. He
I
released
see
it a few days ago. It was pretty good.
If
He's
you
a bot
remain in
now.
this zone, you
Yeah,
will
he's
be
a total
detected by
bot.
hostiles.
And then I think
I
I've
don't-
seen Maestro cams get put up here
Yeah, I think that's
that are really good. You just jump up onto this and then you put it like right up there, and then that's. You
I
can,
think I'll start putting them in security and opening that wall up.
I think a Maestro cam in security is really good. But anyways,
But I wouldn't do it unless we open that wall, the outside wall.
yeah, and I think we should.
Yeah, we should learn to also start opening like long moves.
For like ACOG ops or like
Yeah.
You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now.
Yeah.
Stand right there by that fire extinguisher.
okay,
Yeah.
pretty good visual. Because I mean, even if you open this up and they get in here and they're like, "Oh shit, that's open," they
Well, I
can,
don't
they
think
can hide
opening
right
that up.
here and they can hide right here. And if you have that Maestro cam here, you can just fucking zap them, shoot them out of there while somebody watches the doorway or something like that.
If
'Cause
you
then
remain in this
all
zone, you
this-
will be detected by hostiles. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
And then that's like, would you want to be in there? No, it's shit.
I think we should also have someone start holding office. Like,
Well, see, that's it. That's good. That's a good point because you can bring us into the next part, so we're not just talking about the same thing. Say we have a mirror and a wall defense here. 2 your players. Connor's Maestro. He could be playing inside of here, behind the desk or something. He has a cam. He has a cam maybe up here and in security. We can have our other 2 players or 1 player inside of here. And if then you only have 1 player in here and you have an extra player, that's your own presence.
yeah,
Which we should have.
extra
now.
player maybe playing.
Vigil or Cav.
Yeah.
Hanging out security.
So what if you open the wall that's leading into bomb room?
This one?
No, over there, right behind the desk.
This one?
No, turn your right there. So the left.
You want to open it?
Yeah, but you barricade right. I guess yeah.
You reinforce that, and then just get up here.
Yeah.
And then not only do you have a safe angle up here, you have height control. You also can look over towards the board. Those
Yeah.
2 should be reinforced. I think.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
I think someone.
If you want to do that, you could put a mirror window there
Mm-hmm.
instead of actually just opening it,
Because they're gonna have an ACOG all the way to the end of Armory.
and then you'll have
All the way through.
yeah from the window all the way down.
Yeah.
Complete control. That's like complete control.
Just go castle, dude.
Castle barricade right here makes total sense.
Yeah, and then just put
And then you just reinforce this,
open
and
that,
then they can't get in.
and then they're fucked.
Yeah, you can't get in.
Castle's the best operator. Still fucking not looking at those.
Here's a
You're
clock.
looking.
It's that clock I knocked off the wall. I'm a vampire. I can't see myself.
Mirror on the wall.
Mirror.
Just the bodice of the wall.
Smoke.
Alright, so since we have a minute left, what op should we bring?
Smoke I think is great.
I think
Warden all the time.
every time Warden, Castle.
Who else is fucking useless?
I'm not just TK everyone else.
Tachanka.
If you're not Warden, you're getting TK'd.
But you could bring
Or if you
Smoke.
don't have Jaeger.
Jaeger,
Always a Jaeger.
Bandit or
I think, if they
Mew.
don't ban it.
Mira, Maestro.
Valk
There's
sometimes.
usually like 8 ops that are like really good for where you are, and then you just kind of pick and choose
Yeah.
from there.
Valk is
Down to
really
15
good.
seconds.
Valkyrie, Bandit, Mute, Mira, Smoke, Maestro, Vigil.
10 seconds to
Jaeger.
go.
Yeah.
I'll really buy more choices.
5 seconds to go.
C4s,
Yes.
some rounds.
That's why I'm saying Vigil. Yeah.
The time limit has been reached.
And I really enjoy roaming. I
And
enjoy
roam.
roaming and playing Vigil.
I like anchoring because I only play anchoring, that's all.
And
It's
I like anchoring too.
fucking lame.
I like playing Smoke.
I like anchoring with Maestro and getting a 1v4.
Yeah, and then getting a 5k like every round because we all die. Because Bathroom Tellers sucks, but it's viable.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at our level of play, because what they'll do is they'll push the window. They'll push the window, try to open the wall, and then maybe somebody will go through workshop.
Yeah, we just hold above.
10
So,
seconds
10
remaining.
reinforcements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
5
8,
seconds.
9, 10 on triple wall up above. So there's all your reinforcements already. And even though it's
What about
all
bathroom?
workshop open.
yeah, because what you could do instead, since there is bathroom, is you could maybe leave that wall or something open. Because I mean,
You only need 2 in here.
yeah, because you could put a rotational and then,
And then just have
2
someone
bodies
sitting in there.
inside of workshop.
Yeah.
Because what you'll normally have is like 2 bodies up top, maybe 1 anchor in here, and then your workshop customs players.
Yeah, they like to push the main lobby a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Main lobby is these 2 windows are always a focal point. So what you could do,
Can I see something?
yeah, go for it. Take control.
I just want to see one
Yeah, go for it.
thing. I'm probably go fast on the
You gotta do the knife. Yeah.
So fast, I can't comprehend how fast I am.
It's all soft. Pretty much everything. So 1 body playing inside of here and 1 in the hallway is what you're thinking, or
Yeah, that's not soft.
No.
way. Some
If you
way
wanted
that,
to do
or
that-
just someone playing right there.
yeah, a security roamer is.
Because that way you can just rotate out, just make a rotation.
That could be your second floor. Because you might have 2 ops up there. That could be one of the 2 ops that is trying to hold.
Ooh, what?
It's the bottom. It's always those like trims on the bottom. They're the fucking worst. You can't break them like consistently.
So have like something like this.
Or you could even be discreet and just make punch holes.
Yeah.
Just a few punch
Or
holes
just-
that can look down. Or
You know how like make buttons and shit on the bottom?
yeah, do that.
And then
You can
they
watch
pushing any of
windows.
this, your friend needs help, you just rotate
Rotate.
out.
Yeah. Because it's
Anyways,
easy to-
two upstairs at all times.
Yeah, two people. Okay. So then this guy will be watching the wall and tellers as a room.
Mhm.
Generally, maybe a Kaid or a bandit or something.
And then open up right where. Can you open up where? Is this the only part you can open?
No, this is all soft except for that corner up there.
So, what you can do honestly is, if you had a key, just go to where the wall is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just
Just electrify it whenever they.
our part is getting it through those fucking.
I don't think it's too bad with Kaid. As long as you have it open.
Yeah,
Sometimes the DMR can be a little tricky.
that's default plan right right there.
Yeah, I mean that's what we believe is default. So
I think everyone has his default plan.
sometimes not so.
Unless you're
But,
they're actually smart enough for it.
And don't go to this room. Okay.
Have we done all of them right?
Huh?
Have we done all the rooms already?
No.
No.
Oh shit.
Reinforcements. I did not know what that was at first.
I think 2
10 of them.
upstairs.
So you get your roof panels, unless you want to leave this one open, which is it's up to the team, you know, if they think they can have enough top control. You'll have one player dedicated up here, but this wall's open probably. You could reinforce that so that they can't do that buck thing that I like to do. That gives them like a huge amount of control into here. Reinforce all these walls except for maybe this one. You could leave a rotation hole right here and just make sure all that is closed so that the only thing you'd have to worry about is like a maverick play or something like that.
And even if you do, you have someone playing near bathrooms, so.
Yeah, you'll probably have your roamer playing tellers, bathrooms,
Or even like a
customs.
Legion.
Legion too, yeah. You could just trap this whole hallway, and that's why Legion's so powerful. And then rotation. So one player trying to keep this kind of like eastern sort of control, because a lot of the times what I see people do as well on this is pressure
Yeah.
this entry point. Whether they push through the door or through right there, it doesn't really matter because that's all the same way. So we could have a roamer or a legion, like you said,
Or even an ACOG in here.
or an
with
ACOG, yeah, with a deployable
Just
shield or
put a
something,
shield right there.
playing inside of bathroom/tellers, and then maybe even extending into main lobby, you know, with like a rotation hole over here or something like that. That way your east control at least has intel. You know, it's not completely foregone or anything. You'll have whoever's playing smoke, probably me or somebody else, playing right here with that like totally default hole, you know.
Yeah.
And then
I think we should have honestly 2 people upstairs.
yeah, there should always, if you're gonna have one vertical player, you should probably have 2, because why not? And you double up on the defense, and it just makes it.
So I say reinforce the wall to your left right there.
So put 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
Leave that one open for rotation.
You could take some off of bathroom to put up here.
Yeah, you could just make it like a double-sized rotation
Or you
area.
wouldn't even, because like there's 2, and then you have what, 4 downstairs that you would reinforce. Just bathroom is 3 or 4. 1, 2.
Because you have this wall.
How many is that?
4.
This is 4 right here.
4, and then to the left.
And then you
is-
could have 2.
or even 3, and then that's 9. You still have 1 extra for hatch.
So we could get 1 hatch. This hatch right here,
Mhm.
because that hatch sucks. So 1 hatch, these 4 walls. You could go with 2 of these walls. So that's 6. That leaves 2 for big wall inside of Armory. And then 1 you could put that last one right here.
Or if you have 2 upstairs, you could open both hatches, have 1.
Yeah, if you're feeling confident
The
enough
scary thing
your-
about opening the other hatch is it's more viable to the attackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can
Why?
reinforce your back. If you don't reinforce.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So you have-
6, 7, 8.
And then you have 2 for the wall right behind you in whatever that room.
You're saying Armory wall?
Yeah. So you have 2 on Armory wall and then 2 on the opposite side where they push a lot into Armory. What's the other room? that's not Armory?
Archives? Or
No.
Offices.
Offices. So on that wall, not the big wall, just
But
the
the
2
one
right
that's
where
inside
bomb
of it,
is. Yeah,
that's
right
archives.
next to that drop down.
You could. I think it would be more comfortable though to have that hatch
Mhm.
reinforced, because that hatch is.
You could sell some.
If they open that hatch, that's usually a pretty. That means they have above control.
Can you open right next to the hatch?
Yeah, that's all.
So
I'll show you.
you could just open that anyways. After you reinforce it, just reinforce it.
Let's just pretend it's reinforced. This is a lot of control for the amount of people you have. That's why it's good, you know, to have the
Yeah.
bodies up here. But even if they get control of this, you know, let's say they killed one of the people up here or just flushed both of them out. If they can't open this hatch, all they can do is peek into a room. And you know, that's big, but it's not near as big as this. So that's control. That's room control right
Yeah.
there. That's a huge area opened, and that's an entry point that, whereas dropping down a hatch is not amazing, that's pretty substantial. And so the ops you can bring here: Smoke, Legion,
a couple A-cups.
so maybe a Rook
Maestro.
and a Donk, maybe Maestro, Valkyrie, Vigil.
You need probably like Mute.
You could bring a Mute instead.
Mozzie's really good.
Mute Mozzie. Well, here's an interesting thing I forgot to talk about: is bands on this map. Oh,
Down
we'll
to
get into
15
that
seconds.
after we go through all the rooms because the bands are like huge into how this is.
10 seconds to go.
Good. So the last room,
Customs.
customs.
I say we all, like, most people always go Armory lockers first. And then,
It's usually Armory, then
Then
ventilation, and if they win those two,
It's kind of
it would probably be.
I like
A
workshop.
big
Protect
guess
the bomb.
would be they would go to ventilation if they are like a workshop or workshop if they
10 seconds remaining.
or yeah, customs,
5
not
seconds
ventilation.
left.
Workshop ventilation is the same room.
Panels.
So these two walls,
Increase surveillance
two
on
panels,
bombs.
that's
Op 4
four.
has a diffuser.
all four of those.
These
is
walls
8.
for sure. So that's 8.
And then the last two over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your 10. And we could. I feel like I like to do this a lot. I think we should open this wall a lot more because we don't really.
The only hard part is if you look down, you can see through. If you get to that door in main, you can see through it there.
Like right.
No, like you go to the main lobby
Oh, okay.
and look through that little room.
We're gonna have, I'm gonna stay in main lobby and probably with Josie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell them your little defense strategy you're talking about here.
I don't know who Josie usually runs defensive wise.
He kind of just.
I always
he'll
run
be like, I'm
Frost
gonna
in this room.
fuck these dudes up, and he'll run an op that you've never seen him play before.
And really well or really bad.
Yeah, it's a complete.
I usually run Frost and I put 2 mats on the bomb room and I put 1 mat right there on that window. And then we're gonna open a rotation into the main lobby from that wall there. Or even that window. And I'll try and hold this and try and stop that push from that room. And
That's
then
smart. Just put
Josie
like a
will probably
coil over here.
stay in here
Yeah,
somewhere as
you could.
well.
And then, yeah, like Connor was saying, we could have Josie or just whoever
Mm-hmm.
is up to do this at whatever
Playing
point
your
it is place stairs and offices and security.
Mm-hmm.
Try to have that kind of like be rotating around because you'll have the smoke or whoever playing in here. You'll have like a body in here, a body in here, which is where I usually play.
Bandit Kite in there.
Yeah, you could have 2.
When you're working on also putting Jaeger, places other rooms, like where people are.
Hanging out where your roamers are going to be situated. It's like when you're playing bathroom tellers. If somebody's above, it'd be nice to have an ADS
Mhm.
just where they are.
They can't flash you out or ying you out or.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. It makes the position a lot more viable and strong. It makes it harder for them to push because a lot of the time what ends up happening in our level of play is it's just brute force
Yeah.
gunfights and just like
They go
ridiculous
that
pushes.
main lobby, open that up.
Yeah, because
And
like
we're all sitting in a room like,
Because like Connor was saying, this door right here is almost always
They always put
what
it.
happens. 4 of them push into here, and we all just
It's usually
die.
a split push between there and then the door and wall on the other bomb room.
Yeah. And so, Connor playing inside of tellers.
So 2 people right here in the main lobby and 2 people in the bomb room on that far side and then 1 trying to
wherever.
Control
They can play in workshop.
security.
security even.
Because security has both the hatches. So if they have control of the hatches and can possibly open them, that's big. And that whole roof is soft.
Yeah.
Every roof on this map pretty much is soft.
Yeah, and then the person, Josie or whoever, who's playing in main, if someone's getting pushed up there, you can just help.
Yeah, rotate off, and then, if possible, just send one of us out who has maybe already extended their utility, and it's just a gun at that point. Yeah, that's why Jaeger's so good. Puts his ADSs down, and then he just kills people. That's why Jaeger is like your typical spawn peeker, because once he's put his ADSs down, he's a 416 carbine. That's it. So it's really good to just have a Jaeger who's really good at shooting. Yeah, it's one of the reasons he has such a good gun. But so let's say Bandit Kaid or Mute Kaid. I think Kaid should be brought in this room defaultly because of the roof panels. So Bandit or Mute and Kaid.
Or even a Mozzie instead of a Mute.
Or a Mozzie, you could put a pest on there, on the doors and stuff.
And on this, just in those things so they can't twitch in.
Yeah. So what you could even do, let's just say it's Mute. You could bring Kaid, Mute, Mozzie, Jaeger, and Frost.
Mm-hmm.
So Josie or somebody plays Jaeger. Once they put their ADSs down where they need to be, goes help defend top/main lobby. Your Mute and your Kaid are inside of this area, watching bomb, making sure panels aren't open and the walls aren't open. And Mozzie's just kind of the flex.
Mm-hmm.
You could have him playing, you could have security and have a rotate
Yeah.
on that wall overlooking main lobby.
Yeah.
In case I die in main lobby, he can
It's right there.
regulate.
That's maybe where Josie should play.
And what you can even do, is you can just open up these
You have entered an
doors
enemy
or these
controlled
walls.
area.
He has the
Leave
super
now.
short,
You have been
so
spotted.
Mozzie can destroy walls where he needs. That's a whole map
Mm-hmm.
rotation, Now this is up because you can get.
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles.
So it's, unless they're really controlling it, it's no real big deal.
And
So.
rarely.
You will be detected if you remain in this
They'll
area.
push right here. They'll push these two windows. And then if you have an ADS, sit.
You can sit real quick.
And if he gets pushed too hard or something, or I get pushed too hard, they could watch from up there or drop down from up there.
Or how, fuck.
It'd be good to open up that wall too where you just dropped on the bottom.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even just open it.
And I think what we should start doing more is playing low. Like, we were talking, because somebody was doing it somewhere. They were crawling around and they peeked a corner
Yeah.
and
Last night.
didn't see it coming.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
And so, rather, than opening that,
Yeah.
bottom line.
We also need to hold more
And
pixel.
yeah.
rules.
And if you're holding a default,
Down to
you've
15
been
seconds.
you've been sitting here watching this angle. If an attacker has to adjust to that, it's likely you're gonna win the
10
gunfight
seconds to go.
because they have to crawl into it. When someone's down low crawling, it's like
5 seconds remaining.
you're gonna have a much easier time killing them than they are.
Oh,
Time
fucking
limit reached.
one.
So now, for the last thing,
Bands.
let's talk some operator
We
bands.
could get Thatcher out. And the only one we'd have to worry about.
Is Monty.
No, the only room we'd have to worry about really is tellers. But you don't really need them that much.
Yeah, if you have some, if they have a Maverick, you just try and fuck them up. Try doing anything to the wall.
We could do Thatcher and
Secure the bombs.
I was gonna say keep Echo, but we have to run IQ and
10
We have a
seconds.
dedicated IQ player that I trust.
Dude, I like
To be frankly honest,
5 seconds
'cause
left.
I like IQ too, but it doesn't mean I'm good at
doing
being
that shit.
IQ.
Increase surveillance on bombs.
Start
Op 4 has a diffuser.
And that's the thing, when you get to this higher level of play, you turn into Goga, and you play Thermite every game. Part of being a good team is having players who are dedicated to a role that play it well. So, for our attack, Thatcher would be great. People wouldn't expect it. People rely on Thatcher a whole lot. So when you take that out, suddenly some guy's playing Maverick who doesn't really play Maverick, and you're sitting a lot prettier as long as you
Yeah.
can control that.
And
place
if
your
they're not running, if we ban Thatcher, then Mozzie for sure, because they'll try to run Twitch.
If we ban Thatcher, Mozzie mute every game.
Yeah.
It has to be Mozzie mute every game
I'll
because
play
that is
Mozzie
so
every game.
much denial. And I can play mute because I always play Smoke or someone, whoever really wants to. It's the same guns.
Smoke, yeah.
It's just that instead of canisters, he has a natural.
And once you put that in,
You're like Jaeger pretty much.
Area. Leave now. Agent spotted.
Probably Echo. I mean,
until we have a good IQ.
yeah. And if they ban Echo, then I mean, our options are pretty open at that point.
Clash.
Yeah, I think Clash is really
This
good.
is when you don't even have the Thatcher to help with Clash.
Yeah, so she could just walk around outside pretty much right now. Like the game we don't like to speak of.
Did we get 4 of that game?
Huh?
Did we get 4 of that game?
No. I think we did a
almost-
decent comeback.
And then last round it was
We ended up being on attack or something. It was like incredibly defender sided, I want to say. So.
yeah, all the games were defended. Yeah, I'm gonna start playing more IQ. If Joe's gonna play more Thermite, otherwise I'll just stay on Thermite. We also need to choose who carries bombs. Smarter.
Because we need smokes.
We need someone who's gonna be on bomb. It doesn't matter if they fucking die. They're gonna go in there.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna smoke and at the right time try to point it. Not carry the bomb some random place.
Beat the
Stay
one
with
lone
their team.
player that
Yeah.
was dying across the map with the bomb for no reason. So, Thatcher, probably Echo. If not Echo, then who?
Clash.
Clash.
Yeah.
The normie.
They probably ban like Jackal or Monty or Blitz.
Jackal or Blitz is what I would say. And then usually defense it's Clash or Cav
Dude, we need
or
to
Echo.
fucking know how to deal with Blitz, like a good Blitz. Last night we got fucked.
It's
by
so
Blitz.
annoying when a blitz is our problem. That is one of the things that bothers me the most because he's just a fucking guy who's rushing and getting easy kills because we aren't paying attention. Because rushes are our number one, that's our worst enemy. Is when a team rushes. We never expect it and we never adapt to it. We're always like, they're gonna rush, and then we don't change anything. Josie says traps, and then we have one trap operator, and that's it.
Yeah. And even for a rush, I don't think like Frost is the greatest because they're not going to be. Most rooms they're just running through a doorway.
Through a door, not a window, not a weird corner or something. It's gonna be through a door. But I mean, rushes shouldn't be a problem. Like
No.
I think if we know they're rushing, just hold tight angles where they're gonna come from because there's only so many entry points, and it should be easier to stop for us.
Yeah,
than it
and
is.
if it's a shield, someone go help the person out.
Yeah.
Don't just be
Don't
like
have a lone op fight with shield.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, I feel like we also need to play a little more aggressive sometimes.
Well,
I
that
think
ties
we
into our roam play.
Yeah.
Because
I
our
think we
roam
stay
play
in
is
room
always weak.
Way too much.
Mhm.
I think 90% of the time I'm in fucking room, just sitting there.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit.
Even when I play Jaeger, which I should probably just room and or sit on a entry point and
15 seconds left.
fuck them up.
And it's not always bad to be an anchor.
10
obviously,
seconds left.
but-
No.
I mean, it depends on the game. You have to read into the way
5 seconds left.
your enemy team is playing,
Yeah.
how much they're droning, how much they're face checking, where they're
You're out of
entering,
time.
how they're entering, how fast, how slow, how scared they are, or how confident they are. It all ties into how you should be playing against them.
Yeah.
If the team's passive, play aggressive. If they're aggressive, try and play a little bit more passive. And let them fall into your hands rather than be stupid and let Blitz kill 5 of us.
I was so pissed, dude.
I think that's it. I think we did it.
Yeah.
I think we did it. We did it. And that was exhausting.
Yeah.
My throat actually feels kind of weak right now. Anything else you guys want to
Secure
say?
the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Oh god.
10
Any
seconds remaining.
tricks, tips, little spots?
5 seconds.
Not on
Let's
the
go.